Ibadan and undergoing profiling. Elsewhere, a lecturer at Harvard University, Professor Jacob Olupono, is calling for the involvement of religious and traditional communities in combating climate change. He was speaking at the opening of a two-day International Sustainable Development Dialogue held in Osogbo. We have details in this report.
It is the opening of the annual International Sustainable Development Dialogue here at the Osun State University in Osogbo. Papers were presented by a number of scholars from within and outside the country on the theme Harnessing Indigenous Knowledge for Climate Change Adaptation and Sustainable Development.
Focus on indigenous knowledge, we can foster societal resilience, leveraging cultural heritage to overcome impact of changing climate.
Keynote speakers believe there is need to have knowledge of indigenous tradition to tackle effectively the issue of climate change.
We must have a good knowledge of our indigenous tradition. The knowledge that we derive from this tradition, from our culture, from the society, could be used to address the crisis we are faced with. In the olden days, we used to have rain catcher. We used to have people responding to a serious ecological crisis. We should go back to that.
Government wants to succeed in climate change actions and policies. There is need to collaborate with indigenous people so that their knowledge can be integrated into whatever policy intervention and laws that the government is putting in place to address climate change in Nigeria.
For the Onogon of Okeila, Obadido Kwambulani, the country has a lot of potentials that are yet to be explored.
We can decide that rains won't fall, but they will tell you that there are negative implications of you conjuring rains. As scholars, these are things that we must investigate. We have indigenous knowledge that can be exported to the world.
Other speakers at the conference said initiative like this remains one of the most effective ways to tackle climate change and poverty in the country. Rafiu Hamid, TVC News, Osogbo.
Still in Osun, community leaders and political office holders have been encouraged to prioritize the welfare of residents to reduce economic hardship occasioned by the removal of subsidy on fuel. The Catholic Bishop of Osogbo Diocese, Most Reverend Aki Uejola, said this in a sermon at a mass held in honor of elder statesman Bamitale Olaleye at the St. Nicholas Catholic Church in Ota, Aigbaju. The Catholic bishop harped on the need for grassroots development, urging Nigerians to give their leaders the necessary support to deliver on their campaign promises.
She knew the bishop was not gave her. She discovered that she had been the mother of the Lord, and she stayed with him till the end.
Everything is not permanent. Even nothing is permanent, and that is why death is inevitable. Somebody were there. They were there yesterday, but today nobody is there. I mean, they are there rather. Let me say they are there, but tomorrow they are going to leave that position. But what now is living after them is what they should be working after. It's not about accumulation of wealth, buying of votes, and all those things. We should learn to be merciful to ourselves. Be an ingredient of peace.
He's a great leader. He's a great disciplinarian. In the last 40 years that I've joined the family, I have enjoyed every bit of support from him. He has guided me through all my lives. To date, whatever I am today, Baba Gabriel Olaleye has actually contributed a great thing to.
Now to Kaduna State, where Governor Uba Sani has inaugurated 16 new classrooms and an ICT center.